drive till the light shines bright in our eyes, a cold night. So it's just sunrise. It's 6 a.m. and I'm about 20 miles outside of Lassen Volcanic National Park. There's this gorgeous sunrise, loads of cool colours. It's really quiet, and I've just pulled into this just to take a breather from the drive-in. It's been about a 4-hour drive from San Jose, so it's pretty far, but I'm really excited to see this park for the first time. All that interstate and highway, you finally get to this really cool forest road, amazing old growth of trees, and we're 4 miles to the entrance to the park, and now I feel like I'm in a national park again. So yeah, looking good so far. So it's pretty cold, it's like freezing cold and really early in the morning, but I'm here, the sun's just coming up, and I'm at Lassen Volcanic National Park, my first time ever here, and I'm going to check it out and go hiking and see what it's got to offer. Literally just a few minutes drive from the visitor centre. You come to the sulphur works, which really stinks of like rotten egg sandwiches or smelly farts. It reminds me of Yellowstone actually, but on a much smaller scale. And yeah, there's like steam everywhere, it smells really funky, pretty cool, pretty neat, and all the time you've got peaks around you as well, so it's really cool. Hey. So this is one of the cool little mud pot things, which is, it stinks, like this is killing me to stand here doing this. But basically it's where the rain and the snow has like fallen onto the ground, and then the heat of the crust has like warmed it up, so it's pushed it back up, and then it makes these firmer oils or something. I might have said that completely wrong, and I'm sure any science teacher will shade me immediately. But I just thought it was pretty cool. You don't see that every day. One of the best features of this park is the incredible views you get as you drive around on the road that takes you to all the different destinations within the park. A map can be found from the visitor centre. So after a few drive-ins where you can sort of get some amazing views, you come to this parking lot, which is the Bumpass area. It's got some really beautiful views. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I'm really like, oh wow, it's so pretty. Do you know when you just find everything really beautiful? It's because it is a beautiful place, but I think because I go to Yosemite so often, when I come on this trip, I almost degraded this place a little bit and think it was not going to be as good, and that I wouldn't enjoy it as much, and I'm having a really good time. So once you have driven past all these little drive-ins and you've had some great views, you come to this area which is Bumpass. Now this is an easy hike, so this is something you could definitely do if you just want to have a little walk, and then there's some extra bits that you can do further on. We're going to see all the thermal, geothermal areas, and then we're going to go on to some lakes as well, which is pretty cool. So it just starts really here, so it's really easy to find. Stop sign and a parking lot behind you. There's also pit toilets there as well. Hike is only going to be 1.5 miles, so it really is a stroll rather than a hike, but it starts off with a nice pavement before hitting gravel. Not long into your hike, you will almost like bypass the road, so there is another trailhead and parking lot just a bit further up from me, so you get quite close to that, and you also get an amazing view of this beautiful lake as well. It's quite a pretty hike actually. You see a lot of views of like the valleys and the peaks around you and stuff, so it's pretty neat. This trail's really quiet and there's not many other people on it, but the views that you get are so... Looking down, you can see a river, you can see all the peaks, you can see the parking lot way over there, and there's nobody about. After a little while, the trail starts to come around all these craggy rocks. You still maintain the amazing views, so it's definitely worth the hike for the views. But your trail itself It's kind of rocky. It reminds me of a hike that I did in the North Cascades National Park, actually. But it's well maintained. There's not too much screw or anything on the trail itself. The only thing I don't like is it's really remote and I feel a little bit lonely. But other than that, it's okay. So far, so good. So you get to 0.7 miles, I'd say, in. You come to this amazing viewpoint. There's me, hey! And you can just see everything. Really, really beautiful. Really like sums up this park. It's very red, it's very rocky. And I've even got a little chipmunk buddy chasing me. Yeah, and you just sort of like really get the feel for it. And I've only got a little bit to go, and then I'll be down at Bumpus Hell, and we should see some more bubbly, crazy stuff. As you descend down from from the ridge, really, you come to this area, and you can sort of see the thermal areas in the distance, and there's a lot of like sage plants, and everything becomes a little bit more exposed. You can tell by the ground that there's a lot of like volcanic activity in the rocks and stuff like that. Also, I've happened to hit the sun now, so it's got a lot warmer. Still not that hot, but a lot warmer than it was when I got here. Do you know what? When you get down here, it's actually amazing. So you've got like all of the really cool formations of the rocks and the colours. You've got your springs, and then you've got all the sulphur coming up. There's a boardwalk that you can walk over, and I finally found another person, so I managed to get someone to take a photo for me. Piece of fucking weirdo. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and check out the boardwalk and see what else there is to see here. It's like a little kettle in here making a cup of tea, and it's just boiling up. You can hear all the bubbles. It stinks, but it's cool. It's so cold now. It's a cold night, but I'll be alright with you by my side, 'cause it's a cold night. We drive till the light shines bright in our eyes. A cold night.